We have a really, really neat story to share with you now. A teenager in the Upper Peninsula has set a new record for his aquatic abilities.
Yeah, 7 and 4 sports director Giacomo Accardo introduces us to a swimmer that's making real strides. Hey, Giacomo.
Hey, Ariel, thank you. We are here with Colin MacQuarrie from Sault High. Now, this Blue Devil here broke not one, but 2 UP swimming records on Saturday at the UP Finals. He broke the 50-meter in just under 21 seconds, and then also the 100-meter fly. That was a record that stood for a number of years. It was last broke in 1989. How did you feel that day?
It was a great day. I felt amazing after the first record, and people were congratulating me and coming up to me and saying great job, and wow, that's quite impressive. And then I was like, hey, might as well do it again. So I was gonna go for the second record too.
And you know, you're a very humble guy, because the thing I was most impressed about when I heard about this is you broke the first record and you just had friends, family, everybody just storming you, congratulating you. You had a half-hour wait. You were able to get back into that mindset, get your mind ready, get physically ready to do the 100-meter fly. And that's not really necessarily one of your stronger events, right? And you went out there and broke that record too.
No, I was definitely not expecting to break the record. That was an incredible time, and seeing how long it's been on the board shows how good it was, really. And I gave it my all and said, hey, you know what, there's my last high school meet ever, so leave nothing behind. And I also read that if this was your last meet ever, you're going to have a smile for the rest of your life because you go out on top, right? It's a great way to leave the sport if it was, but I hope to swim in college.
Well, and again, he's being really humble because he's got a lot of opportunities now to swim in college. You'll be visiting Lewis University in Indiana over the weekend.
Illinois. Yeah.
I'm sorry, in Illinois. And but from what I understand, your coach says that's a D2 school. You were hitting some times where you could get in the top 3 in some Division I conferences, whether it's the MAC or whatever. So talk about that. Maybe there's going to be some opportunities for maybe a higher level.
The 50 time made me an automatic All-American, which is top 100 or so swimmers in the nation. And that puts me at a D1 level. But that's my best event by far. And to compete at D1, you usually have to have 3 or 4 events that you're competing at that level at, which I could work up to. But I like the D2 level because they focus on scholarship, athletes and students.
Sure.
And I like that philosophy.
And the other thing I know you're really proud of is being a UP kid. Maybe you don't get the attention some of the kids in the lower half of the state get, but with breaking records like this, swimming the way you did, how does that show that UP athletes are just as good as anybody else?
It does. There are a lot of good UP athletes, and there's good teams in the UP that make runs at state finals and tournaments. But you got to market yourself in the UP, because a lot of downstate schools and a lot of high school or universities, I mean, will not give you the attention that you might necessarily deserve. So you got to show yourself that you can do stuff that the kids down here are doing.
And I think you're going to be doing it for years to come. We'll be following you. We'll have more on Colin at 6 and 11 during sports. For now, back over to you guys.
It's really impressive.
Very impressive, very humble, because this is a major accomplishment.
Absolutely.
I mean, this was a pretty incredible, I believe, Saturday night for Colin. 2 records, such a short period of time. And those are records that, you know, you're talking fractions of a second. He blew them out of the water.
Right, yeah. And what a well-spoken young man, too.
He really is. What a voice, too.
What a voice, exactly.
We're all gonna talk like Colin now. So.